Hey, this is Will Cooper from VICE's Brooklyn offices. In Albania, during communist rule, bunkers were built to stamp out dissent and propagate the fear of war. They built one bunker for every 4 Albanian citizens. VICE Serbia went to Albania to find out how these bunkers intertwine with one man's life. This is Beneath the Concrete.
I don't like to think of much for the people, you know? I like to be alone, you know, because I get headaches. They want to judge you, but annoy you.
And in prison?
Yeah, in prison. Prison what? You ever been to prison?
Populli, partisë, se këto dy fuqi fqinje, Jugoslavia dhe Greqia, në bashkëpunim me disa tradhtarë shqiptarë, brenda vendit, dhe të ratisur në Jugosllavi, dhe në koordinim me flotën e 6 amerikane në mesne, kishin organizuar disa muaj më parë sulmin mbi Shqipërinë me qëllim që të likuidonin Republikën Popullore e Shqipërisë. Komploti kriminal u dështoi, fund e krye.
40 godina diktature Envera Hodže dovelo je Albaniju do višedecenijske izolacije i doprinelo tome da nacija postane gotovo nevidljiva. Dobivši tako odrešene ruke u vođenju zemlje, on je 70. godina sprovodio neverovatne ideje proizašle u velikoj meri iz paranoje, od kojih je najčudnija bila projekat bunkerizacije. Tokom svoje vladavine Enver Hodže izgradio oko 750.000 bunkera širom cijele Albanije, a ispostavilo se da su izgrađeni za rat koji se nikad nije desio protiv neprijatelja koji se nikad nije ni pojavio. U jednom od bunkera na severu Albanije, nedaleko od granice sa Crnom Gorom, upoznala sam kontroverznog tato majstora i umetnika, urbanu legendu i bivšeg zatvorenika u Americi, koji je pobegao iz domovine odmah posle smrti Envera Hodže. Deportovan je u Albaniju 1997. godine, a sa sobom je doneo čuvenu zatvorsku veštinu. U scenografiji nalik na filmove o pobesnelom Maksu nalazi se njegov bunker koji je pretvorio u studio za tetoviranje.
People, they think they're going to see the devil. They're going to see the devil with the tail, the back, with the wings, with the horns. No, you ain't gonna see the devil. The devil is in your mind. You do the devil's work. If I want to make a rock, I can make a rock. You know, but I can be smooth. I'm smooth right now. I'm chilling with you guys. I'm tickling you?
No, not at all.
Tell you what you can do. You can make a shadow, and then they become and form this one over here.
So you think it can be repaired even though it's so dark?
Let me see one more time, please. There's the ear over here.
Yeah.
We can make a good reparation in that.
What did you do in America? Do you want to talk about that?
Wrong time, wrong place.
Did you kill someone?
No. Hey, listen now. When I say wrong time, wrong place, that means, you know, I mean, it's nothing to talk about it. Whatever happened, and I did the crime, but I did the time too. When I bought the land over there in 2001, the bunker happened to be there, so I decided, you know, to make something out of it. I used to work President Tato, so I figured out, you know, I'm gonna try to rebuild something, fix it inside, so I can make like a tattoo shop, you know. I started working, and now I'm still there working. My location, the bunker, is pointed towards the Montenegro border, you know, towards the lake down there. This is my shoe since last summer. They was pretending like the enemy is going to come this way, you know. Here there were a lot of bunkers, you know. There was the first line from here to the border, to the dugout over there, and from here to Škodra every fucking where. And the second line was a wire, barbed wire, you know, like that was all surrounded. And no one can get in over here only if they have a permission for it, you know. I was about a 10-year-old at the time. They sold all the bunkers for scrap, they break them. It's cold.
Građeni od betona, čelika i gvožđa, bunkeri su pojeli velike svote novca koji je mogao da bude iskorišćen za mnogo neophodnije potrebe poput puteva, škola i stanova. U zapadnom svetu sve je to prošlo uglavnom nezapaženo. Posle Drugog svetskog rata gotovo svi su na Albaniju gledali kao na neku zapuštenu i beznačajnu zemlju na lokaciji koju je bilo teško definisati.
There's the dog over there that's in the Albanian police in a circle. Tell the cars which way to go, left or right.
Ti bunkeri su imali u suštini izuzetnu psihološku funkciju. Trebalo je javnost ubediti u to da neprijatelj stalno vreba, da se nalazi tu blizu, da je agresija moguća u svakom momentu. To je značajno propagandno oružje i propagandno sredstvo u cilju ubeđivanja jednog prosečnog čoveka da su sve oni nedostaci koji se tiču životnog standarda posledica te pravoverne politike, pod navodnicima, koju ugrožava neko spolje.
That was like scary thing because why they building all this concrete things, you know, but because we know it was something has to do with the war, like protection or whatever. Now all the people, they say by communism this and that, but back then at that time nobody could just say shit about it, you know. They just have to like it the way it is, and they have to shut the fuck up and not talk and say anything against the government at that time. But now, you know, like they raising their voice like the government at that time, this and that. But why you don't speak up and say it back then, but you're saying it now? This is the one we're gonna use, this one right here.
So what would you use in prison, like if you didn't have the car radio?
Like regular cassette player. I started tattooing in prison, you know, to friends, to myself, you know, did a lot of work on me. Basically, it was like fucking homemade tools, you know what I'm saying? So you can put the battery here, you can make it anywhere you want. You know, simple. When it is gonna run, the needle gonna go in and out real fast. So you can work without problem, you know? Can do a tattoo now if we had the ink here, you know? So we have a coffee, we can do a Serbian flag in your ass. Don't take that out. My brother had brought me the tattoo tools. I see guys like to do tattoos and women, and you know, I decided I have to settle down over here and keep on working. At least try and make a living of that, you know what I'm saying? Not like, you know, making a good money, but you know, making a good money to live. My son has done this tattoo based on apocalypse, even if it's not, doesn't look proper, but that's his hand, so that's all that matters to me, you know. If it's gonna start it. August 25th, 1985, I decided to leave. I was 18. I was like 2 weeks before I was supposed to go in the army. I got into the war over there with some friend of mine. So then I just left, I went to Yugoslavia. I stood there in prison for 15 days for passing the border. After that, they sent me to Belgrade, Padinska Skala. I stood there for like 7 months. From there, they sent me to the embassy and they asked me, where do you want to go? I told them I want to go to America because America was a big name at that time. They applied the visa and everything. My cousin came pick me up at the Kennedy airport, and I was living in upstate New York for about 3 or 4 months. After that, I got a job in New York, Manhattan. I was a pizza man. I should have stood working there. I fucked it up because, you know, I happened to get with some guys and get some kind of trouble. And they're accused for some kind of robbery or some things. And they say it was me too and whatever. I could not prove myself innocent. So I did a time for it. But now I got settled down, you know, I got married and I have a kids and I'm working in a tattoo shop, you know. So that's all. Now, no more prisons for me. But again, you never know. Do I hold it here?
Oh my God! Wait! Do you go hunting? Tell me.
Yeah, I go hunting. My father used to taught me how to shoot, you know. I like shooting, you know. I also like shooting the targets sometimes too. We shoot for money sometimes. We bet with the points. So you got this too. What else did you need? Hey, motherfucker, don't fuck. Get that camera out of there. That one underneath the bridge. It says believe, good and bad. I wrote that. I remember. It's like 15, 16 years probably ago.
U skladu sa svojim poreklom, koji vodi iz plemena Malisori, što znači gorštaci, Keći često odlazi u planine, jer mu je tokom 12 godina provedenih u zatvoru priroda ostala usamljenička.
This is a small town here, believe me. Get the Yugoslavian side, because there's the Tito side. They give me one time 2 years in confinement, isolation. I got in a fight with some police over there because I got in a fight with him just because he was racist, just because I was Albanian. He used to live in the same place I used to, in Pelham Parkway at that time, that motherfucking guy. So I got in a fight with him and, you know, I stabbed him with a pin, you know, because he was fucking not leave me alone, you know. This is the new prison they built. It's a big prison they want to make. And I hope they're going to put the politicians in there, not us. There's nothing to steal over here.
Did you used to play here when you were little?
Yeah, of course, we used to play a lot. When we were a kid, you know, we used to come around over here.
And what did you play?
You know, like soldiers, I mean, you know, try to play like, you know, the enemies coming and this and that, all that crap they used to teach us back days. All they was talking about war, you know, like something is gonna happen, you know.
And did something happen?
Then nothing happened. And nothing happened. And I hope it's never gonna happen.
U zavisnosti od kraja i mesta na kome se nalaze, bunkeri danas služe raznolikim namenama. Neki su razrušeni, delom napušteni, a delom pretvoreni u pomoćne objekte. U ruralnim predelima služe kao različite ostave, živinarnici, ali i kafeji i hosteli. Nekadašnje simbole represije, ove bunkere su danas mnogi pretvorili u prostor svoje lične slobode.
The government doesn't give a shit about the bunkers no more, you know? Even they didn't even have time to think about that shit because they have other things to do. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Ajde. I always liked to draw. You know, in school I was good with drawing, you know. I go to school, 9 years. Supposed to go 8, but I failed 1 year, so I did 9. And I was proud of it because I used to tell the other guys, yeah, I did 9 years, you did 8. I try to do like unique work. I'm not trying to copy or do the same work that someone else done it because I want to do it in my way, you know. But then again, whatever that I paint or I draw, I have to be meaning something, you know. Така брати бати юн да бензина. Не знам го на шаше бор. You know, you can make tattoo studio probably somewhere, so you can make a room somewhere else. But I choose make it in Bungker, you know.
Keći, nadimak koji je još kao mali dobio od svog dede, u prevodu znači loš. Nakon što sam se naslušala priča meštana punih strahopoštovanja i različitih interpretacija Kećeve prošlosti, u zemlji u kojoj još uvek vlada nepoverenje i napetost, čini mi se da nikad nisam osjetila toliki strah kao pred prvi ulazak u njegov bunker. Onda me je podsjetio koliko mnogo možemo da dobijemo ako samo malo promenimo ugao posmatranja.
I love my bunker. I love it because, you know, I feel comfortable there, you know, I feel comfortable working there. I also like it because people like it. They come a lot from my area, different cities, and even they come from different countries too. So that's why I'm going to try keep up the work in there and try make few changes, and you know, that's all. Without the bunker, you know, I don't know what I've been done. So I'm glad the communism left me something, you know.